Hyliion is going parabolic, people. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor and I got the clothing line to prove it. And today we're speaking about Hyliion, the first company that gave me over 100% return. We'll get into that very shortly. Just yesterday we had an over 24% day. It seems like this company can't go a week without a massive upwards movement. It's absolutely crazy, people. This is all even without much major news coming out or without the merger even having gone through yet. This is well and truly insane. I kind of want to make this video just because I feel like I should make a video on the first company that got me 100% returns. There was one interesting interview that came out with the CEO, Thomas Healy. And of course, we'll speak about my plans with the company going forwards, how much I hold in them, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, what an exciting time to be not only a Hyliion investor, but an EV investor in general, guys. Things are finally starting to come to fruition. Yesterday, I saw a 6.2% green day in the portfolio, largely down to Hyliion and Workhorse. You love to see it. You really love to see it. But anyway, guys, right before we get into the video, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button for me? If you're new around here, what are you waiting for? Hit that lovely red subscribe button, people. Join the family. It's completely free. And please do drop me a comment down below. Let me know where you stand on Hyliion. And also, guys, one more exciting announcement. My Discord channel just launched. Anybody can join this for free and you will get access to 2 channels. Or if you pay a subscription through Patreon, you will get access to every single one of the channels where I will be selling my buy and sell alerts. I'll be giving you new ticker symbols that I'm watching. We have individual chats for companies like Hyliion or Workhorse or pretty much anybody that we speak about on the channel regularly. There will be so much valuable information inside of that group. If you want to find out more, just click that link in the description. Anyway, guys, with that being said, into the video. Let's just start it off, people, by having a look at this absolutely beautiful stock chart. You'll all remember we were trading around $19 to $20 for a long time, and then seemingly out of absolutely nowhere, we have gone on this near 150% jump to the upside, people. That is nuts. We closed yesterday at essentially $49 a share. Pre-market right now, we're up all the way at $51. I'm recording this about 4.5 hours before market open, so anything could happen still. The first time we saw that insane jump up 50%, we did proceed to dip down over the next couple of days very slowly. But again, it was followed by another insane jump, so it's very hard to know what's going to happen. Either a big green day or a relatively small red day wouldn't surprise me. Now, this is a pretty bittersweet one for me. On the screen right now, I'll have my investment in Tortoise acquisition, and you can see that it is only 40 shares. I do have a cost basis of $20.98, which is very nice. So the percentage I would be up would actually be a little bit higher if it wasn't for, you know, the dollar getting weaker against the euro, but it is what it is. But oh, guys, I had only put about $840 into this particular EV play. I've put in $2,800 into Workhorse so far. I've put just over $1,700 into Tesla. I've only put $776 into Neo, so that's not too bad. And I've put very close to $1,700 into Diamond Peak. So I mean, yes, it is awesome that the company's doing so well, and it was my first 100+% return. But there are a few different EV companies that I have a lot more money in, but I'm absolutely fine with it. It is all good. So I initially got into Hyliion somewhere around here, and I did have lots of belief in them, but I did think it was quite speculative, which I do think with a lot of my EV plays in all honesty. But this was about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I wasn't investing as heavily back then, but it is what it is. You can't complain when you get somewhere between 100 and 150% return on a company in a matter of 4 to 5 weeks. That's not something you're allowed to complain about. Do I plan on selling anything? No, not whatsoever, at least until the merger goes through. And even when the merger goes through, I don't really plan on selling anything. It is only 40 shares. I mean, if we hit like $90 to $100, I might sell something and just put that money straight back into another play that has, you know, a big looming update, such as Workhorse or maybe even potentially Diamond Peak, aka Lordstown Motors. But for now, I'm just very happy with my position. Do I plan on buying more? Honestly, no. It's just because of my cost basis, okay? And it's because I already have so much money in EV anyway. And there are many EV companies that I believe are undervalued when compared to Hyliion right now. Does that mean I think it's a bad price? No, as I just said, there is definitely a world where this reaches up to $90 or $100 a share, depending on how much fear of missing out gets involved, depending on, you know, how much hype gets behind the stock, depending on how people react to the merger, depending on if we get more good news relatively soon. A lot of things could lead to this being a lot more pricey than it is right now. So it just depends on what you want to get out of your investments, essentially. essentially, people. But that's my position, and that's what the price action looks like. So is there any real reason for this move right here? Well, I mean, a lot of us expect that the merger will happen sometime around the middle of September, which would mean that over the next week or so, we would have to be made aware of this merger happening. And in general, when the merger date gets announced, people are going to buy in anticipation of the merger. It really is that simple. So, you know, there was the people like me and a lot of other guys who were getting in around the $20 mark. We were buying before we knew the merger was going to happen. We were willing to sit on some relatively dead money for a little while. Now there's the people who see the hype starting, the people who are getting the fear of missing out, but also the people who understand that more than likely relatively soon we'll get an announcement in regards to the merger, which should push the price up. And then there'll be people who want to get involved in this company for the long term but weren't willing to do so until they knew when the merger was going to happen. So do I think Hyliion has to slow down anytime soon? Honestly, I don't, and it is quite ridiculous to be saying that considering we're at pretty much $50 a share. I don't think we have to slow down over the next couple of weeks at least. So guys, the next thing I would actually like to speak about briefly is this interview that came out with Thomas Healy. Now we're not actually going to watch it in today's video. It's about 5 minutes long if you do want to check it out after this video. But basically Thomas Healy speaks all about Hyliion. One of the questions that's brought up is in regards to Trevor Milton and kind of Tesla in general. And this one tweet by Trevor Milton, which is all the way back from June 20th, and he said, "A few have asked me about Hyliion. I don't believe that anything with emissions will survive regardless if carbon neutral. Most states will mandate zero emission. They will need their own chassis as OEMs will circumvent them. Retrofit won't work. Happy to advise them for free." Well, Trevor Milton, you're on $41 a share. Hyliion's on over 50. Your stock crashed down from 90. Theirs didn't. Oh, how some things age poorly, people. The other thing that Thomas Healy said in regards to RNG, it will actually be cleaner to drive their vehicles than to not drive their vehicles. It is a good little interview. Again, I won't make you go through it right now. It's only 5 minutes long if you want to check it out after. It's by Yahoo Finance. Okay, and the next thing I want to speak about is something I've put off speaking about for a little while. I've gotten loads of people ask me about this particular Reddit post on Instagram over the last week or so. And essentially, it's all speculation at this stage, okay? None of this is confirmed by Hyliion or anyone else. The title is Hyliion Due Diligence, Early Customers, Wagmans and HEB and Estimated Hybrid Units Sold. Now this one here is a big one, HEB, okay? So it has not been officially announced as a customer, but their truck has been spotted at Hyliion's warehouse. A lot of you guys may have seen these pictures floating around there. It's not very good quality. So this is it right here. It's obviously a HEB vehicle inside of one of Hyliion's warehouses, which would lead you to believe that they are working together. So HEB is a grocery chain based in Texas with 340 plus locations. Massive, and I mean massive customer to have, especially for a company like Hyliion at the stage of their life cycle they're at. They have almost 600 trucks in their fleet, but it is important to understand, guys, as of right now, they have not officially been named a Hyliion customer. That's why I've been reluctant to speak about this. This is not official. This is very much so speculative. But I mean, when we speak about EV companies, there's always going to be a little bit of speculation and trying to read between the lines. Now, if you also do go ahead and watch that interview I just showed you guys, you will see Thomas Healy briefly speaking about, you know, customers. This would be a massive one. Another one that people are speaking about is Wegmans. So they have been announced as an existing customer, okay? So today there's at least 2 hybrids on the road. In the short term, there could be 10 to 13 NG trucks for retrofit. Mid to long term, though, there's an opportunity of 160 trucks, which equates to maybe $5 million in revenue. But the HEB would equate to nearly $17.4 million in revenue in the long term. And more than that as well, because the amount of trucks they have could go up relatively soon. But I mean, the fact that we can quite clearly see their vehicle inside one of their factories, it's worth mentioning, it's worth bringing up. But again, I do want to make it clear that this doesn't necessarily mean anything right now. It does not guarantee, you know, them working together, a partnership, blah, blah, blah. But I had to address it because I've gotten too many questions about it. And now we're actually up over 9% pre-market, guys. It does not look like these guys want to slow down. Up 10% only a few seconds later. Look, to be honest with you guys, I don't see many people wanting to run away with their profits right now with the merger potentially being so close. As I said, more than likely it will happen by the end of this month that we're in right now. A lot of people expect it to be around mid-September. The likelihood of it happening this month though is extremely high, above 90%. And people who are investing right now understand that. So why would they run away with profits if they expect this merger, the whole reason that people are buying, to come true? Look, we're just above 11%. It cannot be stopped. And guys, let's not forget, these guys already have products on the road, okay? They're tried and tested. They are in production. They also, let's not forget, have that 1,000 truck pre-order for a type of trucks from Kuwait-based logistics company Agility. You'll all know this from the investor presentation. It all just looks so exciting, and I'm very happy to be involved. Now I just need to wait patiently for the markets to actually open to see what happens, baby. But that is the update on Hyliion, guys. So guys, there we have it. If you have watched until the end, as always, my friend, you are a true legend. Again, I would like to remind you guys, the Discord is now live, the Patreon is now live if you guys want to get involved. I cannot wait to build this community. And of course, Hyliion gets its own chat discussion in the Discord group as well. It really is going to be awesome. If you want to be the first to know exactly when I buy or sell stocks, including Hyliion, make sure to sign up, people. But anyway, guys, I really do hope you enjoyed. If you did, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop me a comment, because all those things help me out so much. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you for the next video. Peace.